Atheist extremists have continued their attacks on faith religions overnight, calling for them to be listed as a psychiatric disorder in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, known as the DSM. Once considered a fringe minority, the atheist radicals known as Calling for Sanity, CFS, are becoming much more outspoken amidst the claims that they are secretly receiving funding from the pharmaceutical industry, who see the benefit of adding 3.5 billion God believers to their customer base. Terms like atheistphobia and radicalised PhD are being used in the media by the political left as they clamour to understand what is happening. In the last 24 hours, the atheist radical group Calling for Sanity, CFS, have unleashed a barrage of coordinating attacks on the faith-based religions. Using the latest in sophisticated comedy, they unleashed their articulated weaponry on groups of innocent civilians in New York, London and Amsterdam. Unable to defend themselves from the relentless humour, thousands of men and women were forced to examine their religious beliefs. Many found themselves in tears, unable to find any real truth in what they thought they used to believe. Governments believe what we are seeing may only be the tip of the iceberg. US intelligence reports indicate that over hundreds of years, the atheists may have relentlessly infiltrated every government worldwide. Calling for Sanity, CFS, sleeper cells are said to exist in every organised religion, just waiting for the word to strike. The radical atheists are said to use cryptic humour as a way to secretly relay their messages. And authorities have made a plea to all rational men and women in the world to be ever vigilant for the use of humour and to report it immediately. A website with a 24-hour phone-in line will be set up to receive the anonymous reports. Videos will be posted on YouTube showing people how to identify the use of humour. Though some priests have expressed concern that once people learn how to identify humour, they may succumb to its seductive appeal and forever lose sight of their faith. As concerns grow about the number of young atheists now joining the radical group Calling for Sanity, the government is urging community groups to establish task forces to identify the origin of radicalisation in the community. The radical atheists believe that if they follow their heart and travel the world using humour to invite people of all religion to consider new frames of consciousness, that they may help bring some peace and sanity to the world. If you find that you take things literally, like Bible stories and other religious books that we shall remain nameless, and if you find it difficult to laugh at satire or even understand what satire is, then health professionals advise that you see your doctor immediately to request a referral to a comedy clinic, as activation of your frontal lobes may be required. And on a closing note, I would like you to understand that God is an acronym for Good on you, Dave. Australians say, good on you, mate. How you going? How the fuck are you? This all means God. Australians lead a ritualised lifestyle centred around God, and they meet religiously to share the sacrament of beer, served by the bar priest at their local hotel temple. Australians devote themselves to the rigorous discipline of football practice every Thursday night. They study the scripture of sport religiously, and the ability to recite the names of football saints is considered to be a sign of spiritual status. Australians demonstrate a profound religious tolerance by embracing all the sporting interests and beliefs in the world. And they gather at huge outdoor sports cathedrals every weekend to pray, chanting, "Have a go, you mug! Have a go, you mug!" Yet sadly, Australians are often misunderstood by the self-centred, faith-based religions that aspire to world domination. To stay up to date with world-breaking news, please remember to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with your friends on Facebook and other social networks.